gentlemen, or should I say gentlemen. So, we are still debating on the motion that this House believes that Earth Hour is a meaningless, faddish exercise. So we have already proven to you, Mr. Chair, that we do not call something meaningless unless it has, it has a cause that it wants to forward, unless that this cause is somehow significant and it does have tangible results or significant results. So we have proven that Earth Hour is indeed not meaningless and is not meaningless, Mr. Chair. So let me proceed to my rebuttals. So PM comes here telling us that, Earth Hour is to conserve energy to save Mother Earth. That's one thing, but the primary reason or the basic reason why Earth Hour exists is that it wants to tell the people that, hey, there is a need to do this and let's start small. Because we cannot have a solution that would actually be very drastic because it would not work, Mr. Chair and members of this House. Why do I say so? Because once you try something new, you try something drastic, people would not understand. That is why Earth Hour enters into society, giving us a chance to, that somehow we can save the environment, we can serve energy, but the main purpose is to tell people that there is a need to. So that, because that is the goal, and that, as many years have passed, Earth Hour still does exist, and thus people are already aware of it, thus the primary goal of Earth Hour is accomplished. So before that, Andrew.
We do believe, Mr. Chair, that everything should start from small steps. But Earth Hour has served its purpose ages before. And now is the time to take a more drastic measure, Mr. Chair. And we should not promote anymore Earth Hour because it becomes a faddish movement.
Later, Drew, I'll satisfy you. So, let me again proceed. So, Prime Minister has told us that, hey, it's really meaningful, Earth Hour is really meaningful because not everyone is participating. Others have become ignorant or ignore the very cause of Earth Hour. But nonetheless, Mr. Chair, we tell you that there is that Earth Hour has done an effective job in promoting awareness, that it has shed light to the eyes of people who can actually, that it may shed light to people who can actually make this work, who can actually make a better solution. This is why, this is what Earth Hour has actually done. But more substantiation on my arguments. So what if we can't cater everyone? We can't really convince people right away. So what's so nice is that it is evident that a lot of people in different countries has actually participated, regardless of them being fully, being heartfully participative or not. As long as we see that there is this symbolic action or there is this action of them participating in the Earth Hour, of turning off their lights, and thus we conclude that it is a sign that, hey, we are aware that Earth Hour exists, we are aware of their goals, and that is the prime reason, again, Mr. Chair and members of this House, why Earth Hour exists. So before that, Jarvis.
Prove to me that you can, spread the ideologies of Earth Hour and serve its purpose. If one, people are unmotivated to join. Two, if people join, they're actually half-hearted in the first place. Three, if actually people, if people do not even take the option to participate.
Again, Jarvis. What's so wrong about your paradigm is that you've been telling us that it's meaningless because we cannot fully implement, or there is no full enforcement of this of Earth Hour, that everyone is not mandated to off their lights. But again, on the other hand, you were telling us that it is inconvenient if people had to turn off their lights. So we really don't comprehend how we don't comprehend how or what you're trying to tell us in this debate. So moving on, let us try to picture out what's really going on in status quo, Mr. Chair, because there is a need to make people aware. Earth Hour has done that. And what government side wants in this debate is that there should be a drastic solution. Let me tell you, Mr. Chair, that what Earth Hour has done is that it has started something good, and it has opened doors to people or other groups, to forward the same cause. Because it has, because it has fully spread its awareness or spread the knowledge that there is indeed a dire need to save the environment, then other groups were formed, inspired by Earth Hour, to forward the similar goal. And that, Mr. Chair, is the very goal of Earth Hour. It's not to fully solve the problem, but to have more solutions. It's to have more people thinking of new solutions, Mr. Chair and members of this House. So we see that, in that, Mr. Chair, we have concluded that indeed the very meaning or the very cause has been accomplished, and that there is no way that you should, there in no way you can say that Earth Hour has become meaningless. Because what they're trying to tell us, Mr. Chair, is that Earth Hour is meaningless because we do not see the environment being saved, Mr. Chair, members of this House. We tell you that that's impossible as long as people live, as long as technology develops, and we tell you that it is impossible to fully save the environment without the development of the country or the development of technology. And we tell you, Mr. Chair, that mitigating the damage that technology could do is somehow the solution. The only solution we could actually, the only solution that society has to come up with. And we tell you that this is a solution that has been, this is a solution that has already been started and has been slowly but effectively implemented. So we tell you that there is nothing wrong with popularity as the medium for of disseminating this information, of relaying the ideologies of Earth or of saving the environment. Because we tell you, Mr. Chair, if you are really desperate to save the environment, if you really want to forward your cause, if you really want to spread the news, then you should find the most effective way to reach out to the people. And we tell you, because Earth Hour has used popularity, which we all concede is the most effective way to reach people, then Earth Hour has done a good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kau kayo na rin sa